am a Southern Californian.
I'm Chumash, and I'm a Southern Californian.
I'm a Southern Californian.
I'm Chumash, and I'm a Southern Californian.
I'm a Southern Californian.
There are 7 species of abalone in California.
Abalone live in the ocean and on rocks.
Our elders told us stories about collecting abalone from tide pools. You could pull them right off from the rocks. Even little kids could collect enough to feed their whole family.
They also say that there was a saying, when the tide is out, the table is set, because abalone was so abundant.
We're taught to be really grateful for everything that the ocean gives us and to only take what we need, because we have to remember we share that food and resources with a lot of other people and animals.
When you think about the resources of our coastal waters, the abalone is the one that is the richness of our people. This resource is used to adorn our tomols, our canoes, as we travel the channel. We burn our sacred sage, our ceremonies, how we offer to all our relatives. But as we look at the future in today's modern world and the threat to these resources, we're doing our part to preserve this precious resource through culture.
As scuba developed and became more popular through the latter half of the 20th century, sport fishing for abalone became more popular. In the commercial side of the invention of hookah or lighter gear for surface applied diving allowed them to move farther away from where their boats are, as well as electronics, being able to get back to the exact same spot.
Our elders say that when companies started collecting abalone for profit, they became super hard to find.
I've never even seen a living abalone, only the shells that we use.
Even if we did find one, we wouldn't gather it because there aren't enough.
They are our relatives and we must protect them.
Black and white abalone were listed as endangered under the United States Endangered Species Act in the early 2000s. There are so few black and white abalone left in nature that the species are nearing extinction. Kids growing up in Southern California have probably never seen a white or a black abalone. You could say that they are a forgotten treasure.
I hope to see an abalone in the vault someday.
NOAA is partnering with many recovery partners to raise young abalone in captive facilities along our coast for eventual outplanting into the wild.
The aquarium takes in live abalone and nurtures them, makes them grow bigger, and then sets them back into the wild.
I think it would also help if we would just let them live in their natural habitat to be able to repopulate, because every single creature that is in the ocean, we need them for a certain reason.
The loss of abalone is a major detriment to the entire ecosystem of the kelp forest.
Sustainable fishing to me means that there's only a certain amount of fish you can catch, so we could go back year after year and catch them.
It also means that we're living in a better balance with nature.
I believe we have a good chance with nature and for the health of our natural resources that we depend upon. I believe if we look through the eyes of an ancient people that coexisted and sustained themselves for thousands of years, then maybe we could learn that if we protect the culture of an ancient way, we protect our environment.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.